Man, you know I love you, Jensen, but...
I spoke to Sarah earlier, before you made your little discovery. He got in touch with me after seeing footage of the train station attack.
You should talk to him again. I mean, if it was me, if there was something inside me and I didn't know where it came from, I would want whatever answers I could get.
You're saying you know where every single piece of you comes from?
I am not fancy like you, but we are similar in some ways. Both stuffed with more tech than our bodies can handle. Both pushing the limits of augmentation. The big difference is I am my own maker, Jensen. There is no one for me to thank or to blame but myself.
That's all I need for now, Doc.
Yeah, okay. And hey, good luck with that shit. Don't fry yourself, alright?
Jensen, it's Miller. Listen, I need your eyewitness report as soon as possible. What's your ETA?
Depends on how many cops ask to see my papers.
Fuck. Not much I can do about state police after yesterday's attack. Get in when you can. Miller out.
What do you want, Clank? Go on.
Povolení jsem, Augu. Doufám, že máte doklady připravený a aktuální,
Everything
Augu.
is in order, officer.
Jo, jasně, že je, ale já se stejně podívám, jestli vám to nevadí. Takhle vysoký oprávnění jsem ještě neviděl. To je působivý.
I'll take your word for it. Not sure I caught all of that.
To je fuk, můžete jít a zkuste zapracovat na té češtině.
Damn og.
Let's get to business.
Sophisticated choice.
Is that all the info you need?
Maybe I'll come back later.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Hello again. What can I do for you?
I got some neuropazine for you.
Thank you. I can't tell you how much this means.
These are tough times. We all have to do what we can.
You understand? That's... You have no idea how many people just look the other way. But we can't afford to. Not Oggs, and not anyone else. What happens to one happens to all of us.
The neuropazine isn't even for you, is it?
No, it's not. I'm what you might call a... Well, I think of myself as a Samaritan smuggler. I get things for people in need.
I'm glad I could help.
Listen, I can't let you leave without thanking you properly. I store a few supplies in the basement. The code to the door is 1015. Help yourself to what's down there.
Thanks.
Don't mention it. Like you said, we all need to help each other. Now, is there anything else I can do for you?
Let's see those odds and ends you have for sale. I'm good for now.
As you wish.
All detected personnel are authorized.
Oh! Hitting the alarm! Oh, ahoy!
Instead of going after this Leon, we babysit Clanks. You check out. Paperwork is up to date and you can freely cross this checkpoint. Come, do not hesitate.
Biocells, painkillers, right over there.
You need a pigment? Oh, great. Get out of...
I have every...
Fuck home, you would already be dead.
Daz is a man. He'll set you up.
This is Eliza Kazan, reporting to you, live, from Picus.
Adam, what's going on? I didn't expect to hear from you.
I didn't expect my doctor to find dormant Augs hidden in my system.
What?
Dormant, experimental Augs. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
Adam, you know the decisions I made for you 2 years ago.
Yes or no?
No! All the work we did on you was above board. You have my word on that. What exactly did you find?
Experimental test dogs spliced into my system. Kohler said something about a neodymium shell. Who would have designed something like that?
God, you've got a Titan Aug? It's impossible. It was just a concept.
You just said this wasn't you.
It wasn't. The DoD showed me schematics 3 years ago and asked me if I thought it could work. It was designed by somebody else, Vadim Orlov. Megan and I interviewed him once, but he wouldn't have fit in.
Orlov? Sounds Russian. Who is he? Why wouldn't he have fit in?
He was supposed to be a boy wonder, a neuroscience prodigy. Got his master's degree in Moscow, post-grad in the US. His grades were off the chart, but his theories were sketchy at times. Megan said his ethics were questionable.
Megan? Megan Reed said that? The woman who gave you my DNA to experiment with?
We didn't hire him, Adam. 2 minutes into the interview, and I could tell Orlov didn't like his ideas being challenged by anyone. Least of all, a strong woman like your ex.
These schematics you saw. Don't suppose you kept a copy?
They were classified. I never had a copy. The only reason I even saw them was because the Defense Department valued my opinion. Seraph Industries did good work back in the day. When we signed a schematic, you knew it was solid.
I've got to find this guy.
Adam, let me track him down for you. I'm leaving for London soon, but I can make phone calls, reach out to people. Seraph Industries may be gone, but my name still carries weight in certain circles.
Do it. Contact me by infolink when you have something.
I won't let you down on this. I never felt right about losing touch with you after Panchaea. When I heard you'd shown up in Detroit alive, a year after everyone thought you were dead, why didn't you get in touch with us?
I couldn't. Rescue crews pulled me out of the ocean and dumped me in a clinic in Alaska. Nobody knew who I was. For a long time, neither did I.
My God, son, you don't think... I mean, that could have been when...
Find Orlov, Seraph. I've got questions I need answered.
I will, I promise. I'll call you.
Out of sight, out of mind.
Daz is the man. He'll set you up. Whatever. Biocells, painkillers, right over there.
What does hypothermia feel like? Hello. How about a few credits? Come on. Telling me you don't think they should all be moved there? No.
It spread throughout Europe.
Here we go. Can't defend against that kind of team.
be another. A minute. I have to confirm something.
He had his papers and
Dispatch.
everything.
This is Novak. 1026.
Sir,
Yeah, I know. You have no money. Whatever.
I don't like being this close to Prakash. I'm afraid of what might happen to me. Don't be ridiculous. Probably.
The shopkeeper was late on his protection payments, so my client beat him to death with
Hey, you! We got multi-tools for sale inside.
Welcome, welcome.
Nice gear you've got here.
All high-end. And you look like you know high-end. Which biotech did your job? Not Isolate. They don't come in black.
You try this on all your customers?
Just the ones made of carbon fiber. As one enthusiast to another, you can tell me.
Gonna have to disappoint you.
Maybe you can make it up to me. You look like the kind of man who might have access to breach software.
That stuff's illegal.
Come on, man, don't play around. You know why it's illegal. You know the world governments don't want us to find out their dirty secrets, but we will, and you can help us. Be part of the revolution. Anyway, just think about it. All the details are in the computer. Want to have a look? To sell or to buy?
Sure.
Great. Go ahead. You came to Prague to browse? That's not just a...
Some other time.
Don't wait for planned obsolescence.
Details recovered from the black box recorder suggest that the man may have been suffering.
have you ever gone into the watch?
Раз 700.
Identification like stepping back in time. Even the owner is an antique.
I did go in once, just to see, but I ran right out again because I came face to face with this creepy-looking og woman.
That would be the old man's daughter. He adores her. I can't for the life of me understand why.
You are going to die when you see my new car. I don't want any trouble.
Alex, this whisper chip you gave me, it's an easy plant?
You're heading into TF-29? Already?
Our enemies aren't waiting around while we lick our wounds.
Fair enough. There'll be a data port on the NSN's motherboard. Access it and then just plug and play. Or plug and record in this case.
Got it. I'll let you know when it's done.
scene, but they're privately owned, and nobody can get close enough to take a look. I got a whole lot of numbers. Every time I send somebody...
Adam Jensen, please report to Peter Chang's office. Adam Jensen to Peter Chang's office. Thank you.
You think one night we'll hop up and turn business?
So the task force has a shrine.
This is Eliza.
Yep. Next thing you know, after every mission, we'll have to talk to some bookworm with no experience in the field about our...
God.
He didn't come from it. It came from higher up. Mandarin.
Everything's got pretty hairy in Dubai.
These guys might as well go. Take my blessing.
These are the chances of making a mistake. The Jinn still believe what's been told everyone don't. We need to know. These are the chances of making a mistake.
Agent Joy, report to Agent fully urgent. Urgent. Category reporter survived. Report to Cyber. Agent Joy, fully urgent.
It's gonna take them a while. Take them a while. Piece the picks together. No one's claiming responsibility. These guys might as well go. Satellite offices are all. We have better stop. Satellite offices are all. I think one of them will pop up and say,
Somewhere in this city, there's a mob-owned casino in the sewer. Now I've heard everything.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted. Access granted.
Přísahám, že s ním nemám nic společnýho. Vždyť já ty lidi... Co jsi sakra zač? Nějaký chodící detektor lži nebo co? Můžete! Vypadni odsud, ty šroube! Já s tím neměl nic společného, ty kreténe! Můžeš mě
Maybe whoever's in charge did it right. Your department urgently right at his office. Agent Doyle. Fully urgent. Urgent. Katerina. Agent Doyle.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiate. Access granted.
Adam, you're here. You made it in. It's good to see you're okay.
Hey, Aria, yeah, it was a close call. I got lucky. A lot of people didn't.
I was here working when the first reports came in. It was chaos. Phones ringing off the hook, people yelling, scrambling to find out what was going on. Then when Miller told me you were there,
I'm all right.
Good. You looking for him? Because he's tied up right now and meeting with Leon, I think.
Really? He's using the NSN right now?
Yeah, I just saw him. Oh, hey, that reminds me, here's yours.
What's this?
The card for the shooting range. Chang changed all the codes this morning, said something about only giving access to people he's vetted personally. The bombing really freaked him out. Third one in 6 months, can you believe it? I'm really glad you're okay.
Thanks, Aria. I'll let you get back to what you were doing.
Yeah, I better get back downstairs. It's gonna be a busy day. Come by later if you want to talk.
Copy that.
I'll mail it.
Maybe whoever's in charge doesn't want anyone around.
I'll mail it.
So, you've decided you need some... practice, huh? You know the best tip my training officer ever gave me? Reload your weapon before it's empty. If you zoom in with an iron sight, you'll acquire targets faster. Try it. You'll see the difference. Of course, you know a headshot is the fastest way to take down a target, but watch out, slow you down. Okay, if your target is wearing armor, you'll do less damage per round. See how many rounds it takes to get through? Let's try armor piercing this time. Easier, right? Remember that, Agent. The right tool for the right situation. Could save your life. Now, let's take a look at the technical targets. These are tougher to disable using regular ammo. me shooting security devices isn't usually the best way to go. You should try to disable them. Once you've disabled a security device, your armor-piercing rounds will take it out more easily. You should always have at least one backup weapon, so you can improvise, adapt, overcome any situation. Hoorah! Seems like you're warmed up now. Let's go over some of the other aspects of your weapons. I like how silencers reduce sound. The trade-off is less stopping power, less damage per hit. See how much extra ammo you need because of the silencer? Back to normal. But if you need to be quiet, Adam, the silencer's the way to go. Just remember the decreased damage. You know, there are several other types of attachments you can use to upgrade your weapons. Keep your eyes open for them. Again, reloading your weapon before it's empty saves time. The pistol in full auto will on targets.
Adam, how's it going? Any trouble with the plant?
Patience, Alex. Way to access the motherboard without blowing my cover.
Sorry, man. Message received.
But I'm sure you already knew all that. Feel free to come back anytime.
Hey, Adam. Hey, Adam, hang on a sec. Filling out supply request forms for McCready and his boys is tedious as hell, but I don't want to give him another reason to say no.
Say no to what?
Are you kidding me? Right now, you're the only active augmented agent we have. I'm hoping to change that, been asking him every week practically, but so far, permission denied.
Really? He gave you a reason?
Says my stress levels are too high. Told me I should sign up for meditation classes and drag Chang in with me so he'd chill out and stop changing security codes all the time. It sucks because I really wanted to find out who those crashers in Dubai were.
You were saying your stress levels were affecting your chances of becoming a field agent. Why is that?
I have a rare resistance to neuropazine. I need more than the average person, especially in stressful situations. They say I'd be too expensive, so it's not just discrimination. That would be easier to deal with. It's a combination of things.
Well, that combination of things is pretty bad in Prague, and getting worse.
I know, but Interpol was the only agency who would give me a chance, and this is where I was assigned. I have no problem with that. I'll take whatever they throw at me.
Good.
It took me months of rehabilitation, getting used to the new arm, learning how to shoot again, learning how to tie my own boots. But I did it, and I'm better than I was before. I want to help, and I can. My place is out there in the field where I can make a difference. You know that. And if you can do it, so can I.
Don't give up, Arya. Semper Fi.
Hoorah.
Well, I better let you get back to work.
Yeah, sure. Talk to you later. Hey, Adam.
Last night, the collective published the tax return.
Jensen, we need to talk. My God, Jensen, I heard about the explosion. We should relocate. I was thinking we could corner Director Miller together. Tell him it's not safe enough here.
We're fine, Chang.
The police station, the train station, we're next. I can feel it. I can more than feel it. I can see it happening.
No one knows where we are. There's no reason to get paranoid.
That's where you're wrong. They're trying to pull the lid off of us, Jensen, or someone is. Praha Dovos just got hacked.
Our building's front company. Thought it was fake.
I wish it was fake. Miller's got me cleaning up IntelliCam footage from the attack to help figure out who these people are. Meanwhile, maybe they're trying to figure out who we are? Why else poke into an import company?
You think someone's figured out that the company's a front? Maybe they know what's really down here.
We have a lot of enemies. The people who bombed the train station. You don't think they'd love to know where we are? You need to help me figure out who's looking into us and make them stop.
I'm gonna need more information about this snoop of yours.
I don't know for sure that our cover's been blown, but if it has, we need to know before our enemies have a chance to do something about it.
You got an MO in this hacker?
At first I thought it might be the Collective.
But you're not convinced?
Not Janus's style to leave crumbs this big. But whoever it is, they risk exposing us. If the Collective ever found out where we operate... My God, Jensen.
Maybe Janus knows already.
Hey, don't say shit like that. I get nervous enough as it is. I need you to find out as much as you can about our Snoop. Make sure we're not in danger.
All right. You have any leads?
I traced our hacker Snoop to an unrented apartment. Top floor, 33 Hlavny, just down the street. This guy walks by us every single day. Probably walks in.
You're kidding.
See? You feel it now. The constant buried alive feeling. correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought we were supposed to be suspicious of things that go on outside these walls.
It's never that simple.
Just get into that apartment, access the computer they used, and find out what you can. And be careful, Jensen. We don't know who we're dealing with.
I'll look into it. As soon as I know something, so will you.
Most likely eyewitnesses were smashed in the explosion.
These guys might as well be ghosts.
They don't care about jurisdictional. Preemptive action would be great if we knew where to start. Is it or is it not a probable?
Area. Up in the stratosphere. Back to New York. And a more in-depth look at U.S. Also known as the Human Restoration Act.
Preemptive action would be great if we knew where to start.
You'd think one of them would pop up on some list somewhere.
Composition could tell us a lot, but it's the trigger that really does the talking.
Access granted.
I just wish someone would nut up and take the blame.
This is so weird.
Negative. They're saying it was faulty wiring.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access
We
denied.
don't want to be caught in the dragnet.
This is so weird.
I'm sorry, we're all in strung out shape.
Is it or is it not a probable target?
You know as much as I do about these guys. They're augmented, well-trained, and very dangerous. And they seem to be massing weapons and augs for some
What I
sort of
need
attack.
you to do
We
is
don't know
listen.
what.
I'd love to get a look at the bomb site myself, but no dice, not our show.
You've heard of these guys. ARC, or the Augmented Rights Coalition. They're a human rights group who, on the surface at least, is trying to provide equal rights for augmented people. It was started by Dr. Talos Rucker, soon after the AUG incident when Rucker started to speak out against the anti-AUG legislation that was being passed by several local governments. If you ask me, it's not working.
I don't
Things
even
seem
know
to be
where
getting
to start
worse.
with theorizing
ARC preaches
percentages.
non-violence, but a string of terror attacks has put them on the terror watch list. So I'll let you be the judge.
Might as well be ghosts.
The Church of the Machine God has a leader, but all we know about her at this point is that she's a woman and they call her Mother.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
One of them would pop up on some list somewhere.
Access granted.
This is so weird.
Most likely eyewitnesses were smashed in the explosion.
You'd think one of them would pop up.
What I hear, the explosives were designed to get maximum speed.
You'd think one of them would pop up.
Agent Wright, reporting. Third department. Right
I think Singh's got some kind of adrenaline addiction. He plays it too close to the edge.
You made it out of Dubai, didn't you?
Security telling you.
Well,
Despite whatever praises the underground media wants to sing.
Is there something I can help you with, Agent?
I hear you're on point looking into the gold mask mercs that hit us in Dubai. Any leads yet?
Christ, I know I'm good, Jensen, but I've only been on it for 5 minutes.
A lot can happen in 5 minutes, McCready. You check with the ME yet? Get anything off the bodies we recovered?
Leftovers are on ice at the Oman substation. I've been told they were scrubbed clean as summer whites. No prints, no dental, no nothing.
So in other words, it's no steps forward and 2 steps back.
For now. That's why it's a good thing you disabled the Jinn's comms booster in Dubai. Singh's cover with the Jinn is still intact. I'm hoping once he's back in Basra, he can use his network to dig around. Maybe these gold mask jokers will ping locally. Probably another fucking jihad looking to make some noise.
I don't know. I'm not so sure we should be looking for these guys in the desert.
Ah, is that so? You have some new information you feel like sharing?
Come on, McCready. These guys were augmented with military-grade hardware. Body augmentation goes against Muslim beliefs. They weren't jihadists. We're dealing with something new here.
I can see where you're going with this, Jensen, and I'm asking you right now to back off it. It's not your case.
You always this pig-headed? Or are you just going out of your way on my account?
Miller mentioned that you might be pissed not getting to follow up with the investigation. I told him it wouldn't be a problem. I'm not being pig-headed, mate. I'm following orders. And I get a bit of a kick watching you squirm over it.
So you're just an asshole?
I thought we established that in Dubai. Now, get out of my face, Jensen. I have work to do.
Details recovered from the black box recorder suggest that the man may have been suffering flashbacks to the Og incident. That horrible day
You think one of them would pop up on some list somewhere?
I cannot speak for you folks, but terrifying memories of that day still haunt me. It will certainly be a while before any of us forget it. This is Eliza Kassan, reporting to you live from Highgate.
Proximity, anonymity, security. These are the greatest concerns of the digital age, and we at Palisade Property Bank have made addressing those concerns priority one. Information archived within the walls of Palisade Property Bank
Run DNA
is
checks
beyond
through all the
the
outlets.
jurisdiction of any
Nothing.
government. Assured, Palisade Bank Corporation is now and forever will be the best secure corporate archiving company in the world.
It is Jensen.
Agent Singh. Wasn't expecting to see you again. In civvies, at least.
Just passing through. I wanted to thank your team for the backup in Dubai. That sting went to hell faster than the storm did.
But I don't think you came all this way to say thanks.
Director Miller asked me to get Agent McCready up to speed. Now I have the red-eye flight back to Oman.
Headed into the field office there?
Not exactly. One of our black sites. I'll be dropped in as a captured enemy combatant. After prisoners, I shall lead a very convenient escape.
Re-embedding with the Jinn. Aren't you taking a big risk, given everything that happened?
No choice. That ambush knocked the F-29, Bell Tower, the Jinn. To cover all the angles, I need to go back. Hopefully my cover is still good. You killing the signal booster at the hotel should help.
You're thinking the Jinn can get a beat on our gate crashers faster than TF-29.
Perhaps. They do not like loose ends. An augmented kill squad with military training. Have you ever seen anything like it?
Yeah, once. But it's a long story. I don't envy what you've got ahead of you.
Actually, I am looking forward to it. The truth is, when you've been under for long enough, you only feel like an imposter out here, in the real world.
Yeah, I understand the feeling.
committed massive voter fraud when they
I've run
rigged
DNA
Agent
tests for all the alphabet agencies.
and elected
Nothing.
a 12-year-old boy as president. Russia hacked combat drones.
I guess the
attacked
transit
St.
authority
Petersburg.
isn't in as much of a hurry as you are then.
Deduce Jensen. I'll run DNA tests for all the guys, might as well bring those shots.
Deborah Connolly, you have an outside call cleared and waiting.
Alex, the whisper chip is in.
Weird, it's already picking up a freak. Jesus, Adam, is Miller in there right now?
Shit, gotta go.
Jensen, I need to see you, now!
Agent Jensen reporting for duty, sir. Tried to do it earlier, but you were on a conference call.
Yeah, I was. Should I be worried about you, Jensen?
Sorry.
That blow you took to your systems. It's not messing with your head or anything, making you do things.
I'm not gonna go crazy and start attacking people, if that's what you're worried about.
You've been checked out then. The problem with your orgs is gone.
I took care of it.
Good, good. God knows, with all what's happened, I need you at 100% right now.
You sounded pissed when you called me in. Everything okay?
Don't ever leave the field, Jensen. You'll regret it. As soon as you strap a desk to your ass, you'll be swimming in goddamn politics.
The boss is giving you trouble?
What? Oh, that? No, the trouble's state police. They're pushing us out of the Ruzicka investigation. I want you over there to make sure that doesn't happen.
You're putting me on the train station attack? Not Dubai?
Forget Dubai. McCready's handling it.
With all due respect, we were blindsided in Dubai, and those mercs put up one hell of a firefight. I'd like to know who they were.
They were augmented, Jensen. Chances are this will lead right back home.
To the train station attack?
Maybe. It's possible. But we won't know for sure if we don't investigate both. Mac's a solid agent. I'm confident he'll dig up something on the gold masks. And once we get Singh reinserted with the Jinn, he might be able to use their network to find out even more, as long as his cover wasn't blown. Regardless, I want you looking into Ruzicka before the state police fuck up our crime scene.
Yes, sir. You said they're trying to push us out?
I sent Fletcher in this morning to oversee evidence collection. Seems he's being detained because he hasn't checked in since.
They can't lock us out. The Czech Republic signed our UN mandate agreement. They gave us jurisdiction over terrorist investigations.
Yeah, well, the former director of their security information services runs state police now. He's come up with a loophole, claiming this attack falls under the homegrown terror exemption.
Homegrown? He's saying it's ARC? The Augmented Rights Coalition?
I don't care what he's saying. He may even be right. I just want us in there so we can find out.
Chang said you've got him cleaning up Intellicam footage that was captured during the bombing. Maybe it can tell us something.
Maybe. But between you and me, Chang's become a little more unglued since Ruzika. Not sure we can wait for him to get his shit together.
So where do I start?
Technically, you're supposed to speak to our psychologist before getting back into action.
I don't need a shrink.
Convenient because she's not in the office right now, and I don't want to waste any more time.
So how do I get to Ruzika? Public transportation's not stopping there.
It will for you once I make a phone call. Head to the metro and call me when you're there. Good luck, Agent.
Despite whatever praises the underground media wants to sing. This is Eliza Kassan, reporting to you live from Picus. Ariel is constantly bringing you the best and latest technology. Our portable
I'm doing extra communication scanning tonight for an operation in China. They have better software. I'll run it through satellite off.
Did we get anything from the Whisper chip?
We got something, but Jane has provided the wrong algorithm for the frequencies, so they aren't getting deciphered correctly.
Can you fix it?
I'm a pilot, not a programmer. It's gonna take some time.
That's quite a look.
I should have... Sorry if I was rude before. If the store had been empty.
We all have our roles to play, Sedlak. How's yours going?
It is giving me new respect for criminals who run front operations. Late shipments, supply problems, random police searches at customs. Ugh.
I thought this store was just a front.
Best Front is a real company. Prahadovos is registered as an international shipping corporation in every country in the EU. I can get an office, way station, or depot up and running anywhere in Europe within 72 hours. I do not suppose you spoke to Agent Chang while you were down there.
He told me you've been hacked. I'm looking into it.
Good. I will sleep better knowing an experienced field agent is on the case.
Anything you can tell me about this hack?
Chang will know more than me. I just told him something strange was going on. Utility statements being accessed, incomplete information on orders, that kind of thing.
The kind of thing that's easy to miss. Surprised you noticed it.
When you have been doing this as long as me, you start to question every little thing. Plus, that old lady kept coming around.
Old lady?
Chatty thing. I thought she was just lonely, until I caught her staring at the terminal when my back was turned.
Did you confront her about it?
I told Chang. Asked him to put a field agent on it.
Field agent?
We both know the deal, Jensen. There are two types of agents in this office. The ones who do the footwork and work the leads, and the ones who analyze them.
And you think Chang's one of those?
I think Chang lives in his head too much.
He is good. He's very good. But it is also good that the task force brought in a new psychologist this month.
Well, I better get going. I'll let you know if I find anything.
Do not tell me, tell Chang. I have a cover to keep. I'm glad you were not hurt in the bombing yesterday, Agent Jensen. The task force needs good men like you.
Thanks, Sedlak. Take care.
Don't even know how to log on to this. I told you this would happen before. It's that damn golems. Let me use the ritual.
Even though his company is pro-op,
Known as Northgate, leads through the remains of the fortification that surrounded Skaramusa, more commonly known as the Old City. The wall itself was brought down. When did they close the puppet shop?
It's been closed for ages, maybe a year or more.
My niece loves the living areas. The ones that look like dogs.
bombs exploded inside the train station. I do not need to remind you folks that this is the third such attack to strike Prague in 6 months. All of them occurring after Dr. Talos Rucker, leader of the Augmented Rights Coalition, Dr. Rucker claims
of wood is as far as I would ever go.
Right, call me. I've been worried sick.
Why the hell did you more guys?
Well, here I am. What's happening? You said we're going to sleep.
You say something? You will hurt somebody.
There's a part.
All right, moving back out.
Oh, shit.
You are still deciding. Come back later.
Seeing anything?
Keep on your patrol. Would you piss off before this duty?
Copy that.
Too late already.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Have you had to do anything through Gordon lately?
Access granted.
Got nothing else to say. Updates every few minutes.
Understood. Come on, let's check over there.
Don't get me involved.
That was terrifying. Every bump and shake.
Myslím, že to není.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
His organization is peaceful, and merely seeks to ensure the rights of the augmented in a world that has turned against. This is Eliza Kassan, reporting to you live from Picus. Picus News, the global leader in fair, unbiased, and impartial reporting. And now for a close look at the events making headlines around the world.
detected. Trace program access granted.
Live from Picus. Ariel is due to malfunctioning augmentations. Opponents of the legislation have from Picus.
Access granted.
Your mind some kind of method.
Telling you right now, things are about to get really bad for us.
That was fun.
Don't do anything suspicious. Everyone's
Just awful. So many people died of the explosion. Didn't think it was possible for things to get worse.
Ah, customer, right? Over here. What you need? What do you want? Hypostims? Pick up a prescription? If you want Mikhail or the doctor, they're not here.
Who is Mikhail?
He works here as an assistant, but he didn't show up for work today. His apartment is just across the street. Would it have killed him to let me know he can't come in?
Probably not. Especially since you seem like such an approachable boss.
Did you come here for something?
Going.
Do what you want.
Customer, right? Over here. What you need?
Gets ahead.
Believe it when I saw the test. Spanish too. Luckily I brought the right tool. Look at that.
I can't defend against that kind of thing.
Nothing suspicious here.
I gave the police a list of all the renters in my building that I suspect of being augmented. What did you do that for? I'm protecting the real people in the building. Most of them are
Anomaly detected. Access granted.
Nice go.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
I don't want any. Bravo.
You have credits? Usually you people with the robot arms and legs have no credits.
Well, you got a real way with people. What's on the menu?
Menu? No, not food. Guns and things. You want? Ah, good choice, huh?
Not interested right now.
Fucking clanks.
This legis... For the removal and downgrading of all overly powerful, unlicensed augmentation. Individuals who are collected and relocated to designated AUG-only locations. In the wake of the AUG incident, millions of people...
Oyobo, you interested in some merchandise?